Okay, this is episode 1 of Apex Carnivore. It's my podcast slash documenting of I'm going to start the carnivore diet tomorrow. And then I'm also going to chronicle that. And I'm also going to just talk about the carnivore diet and beef and environmental issues with that and everything else. It's in my car. I have a microphone that we'll see how good it works. So this is episode 1, and one of the things I wanted to do, today I did not eat carnivore. I ate terrible. I had McDonald's for breakfast, Popeyes for lunch, and then I was craving more food, so I got another large pop and a couple apple pies from McDonald's. And then I still haven't eaten dinner yet. So, I feel terrible. My pants are tight, anxious, still craving food but not hungry. You know how that feels. But one of the things that I just want to I don't eat like this bad every day, but I have in the past, and it's not something rare. And then tomorrow I'm going to start carnivore, which I'm just going to be eating steak. And some of the reasons why, I saw I saw Sean Baker on Joe Rogan, and then Jordan Peterson did it, and I heard about his daughter who had all these, Michaela Peterson, she had all these autoimmune disorders like hip replacements and ankle replacements when she was 16 from like arthritis, and she eventually found the path to this type of diet and has cured everything. All her symptoms, nothing from her doctors. This was just her own. So anyways, and it seems like a lot of the people, kind of the route they go is low carb, paleo, keto, and then they eventually go to I think the keto gives you enough. You find that fat's not a bad thing, so you're not afraid to try the carnivore. And people are finding, seems like a lot of people they talk about, they had great results on keto, but they even had better results on carnivore. And that's one of the things. I've done paleo, and the problem with paleo is I've never been able to stick with it, and I haven't been able to stick with carnivore either, but I haven't really tried that hard yet. But I have noticed when I did do it for a few days, it was the easiest from the start, like craving wise and feeling wise, and it's simple because all you do is eat steak. But like when I did paleo, if you're still eating, even if you're eating fruits and vegetables, there's cravings, it seems like, all the time, and I still have little issues, and I don't know what caused them, because you're still eating a variety of things. I'll get like, my mouth will be all like raw because I ate something, or I'll start sneezing, so my symptoms, things that I have wrong with me, and I don't expect carnivore to heal all these, but I do hope that it does help with many of them. I have asthma, and when I first went to the doctor, when I first started having it, I don't know if I was in my like 20s or 30s, they just said it was exercise-induced asthma, which doesn't make any fucking sense. And all they do is give you, inhalers and drugs. So basically, your problem is you have a, Symbicort deficiency. It's not that anything's causing it. And through my own experimenting, and I think the first book I read was Blood Type for Your Type, the Blood Type Diet. That was the type O, and it was which that is basically paleo for the type O blood type in that book. And I tried it, and it worked. Like, I was able to get rid of my asthma. And that was actually before I'd actually been to the doctor for it and got all the inhalers and everything. So I remember being able to ride my bike up a hill for the first time and not being winded and just feeling strong. And it was after like a week of that. So I have asthma. I'm partially blind in both eyes. One just happened like a year ago, and the other one happened like 20 years ago in the other eye. And they never figured out what it was. It's some kind of inflammation around the optic nerve, so I think it's some type of autoimmune thing, but nobody knows what it is. I've got arthritis in my shoulders, and I've had surgery on that. My elbows are effed up. My bicep muscle, I think something to do with my elbows messed up there. Like tendonitis type stuff. And that hurts really bad sometimes. My knees, problems with that. Get a lot of leg cramping, and I think that has to do with the asthma medicine I'm on, the Symbicort. And then, go ahead, dick fuck. Dumbass. Sorry, I might have to edit that out. Someone just cut me off and almost hit a school bus. And, what else? I'm overweight, low energy, low level depression all the time. I wouldn't say I'm like super depressed, but I have like no motivation. I'm not happy. And I've noticed when I do eat better, that changes. Like, just like the music you have on your phone all of a sudden sounds good again. And, you know, food sounds good. And like, so those are some of the, like, the main thing is like energy and motivation. Those are big ones. And then I'm going to be 50 soon. I'm going to be 48 in October, and just things are starting to fall apart. You know, I'm like, I've got all these injuries, like, you know, my joints and stuff, but it's not from doing anything. That's the biggest. It's not like I crashed or had an injury lifting weights. It's like I'm doing nothing and I'm getting injured. So that's part of, I need to exercise more, but I don't have like the motivation or the energy, and I'm injured all the time too. So like I can't even do a pull-up now because of my bicep, which was from lifting a 60-pound dog correctly. I wasn't even lifting it weirdly. Pulled a muscle in my, or something in my arm. I might need to get surgery on that, but I'm going to try this diet first and see what that does. So those are some of the things, and I ate terrible today. I didn't eat that great this weekend, so I don't feel very good. Yeah, low energy. So yeah, we'll see where this goes. And then tomorrow I'm going to get steaks and start. And for the little bit I've done it, it's like you just think eating one thing a day, but they're good. You like steaks, and it's easy. And you can eat till you can't eat anymore, and then you still feel good. Like there's nothing like today I ate Popeyes for lunch, and I felt, you know, like I'm gonna explode. I'm all bloated and ugh. But you're still craving more food. It's weird. So it's like not satisfying at all, but you feel like you're pregnant. When you eat meat, you can eat till you can't eat anymore, and you don't have the bloated feeling. And I feel like I could go like running right after I eat or something. You know what I mean? It doesn't have that same feeling. So that's it for now. Alrighty.